Hello everyone, myself Sonam teacher. Today I am going to teach you for class 7th English from that honeycomb lesson number 5, that is quality. As in previous episode we had talked about Mr. Geisler, who was the shoemaker. He was preparing the shoes with the help of his brother. They both were having the shop by their own name as Geisler Brothers, and the author was the regular customer of that shop, as previously when the author's father was alive, he was also preparing the shoes from the same person. That was the good quality shoes, so that the author also liked to give the order for himself. If suppose you like any shopkeeper's materials quality, then you also keep continuously you will shop from the same shop. Same way, the author likes to give the order to Mr. Geisler previously also, but nowadays he is giving the more orders as he is not requiring that much type of shoes then too. Why? Because once when he was discussing, or he just asked to Mr. Geisler that the last time you gave me that shoes were not up to the mark. That time Mr. Geisler was angry because he was giving the quality material and the shoes. He was never compromised with the quality of shoes. He was preparing himself that shoes and he was using the good quality leather by showing to customer. Then he said to Mr. Geisler said to the author that these shoes are not from my shop. These are you had purchased from anywhere else, and if suppose those shoes are made by me, I will assure you I will repair them properly, otherwise I will pay you back whole money. I will refund you. That time the author understood that really that shoes were not made by Mr. Geisler. Once he was in hurry, so he had just purchased it from the another shop, and it was a company shop, the company shoes then too it was stored earlier, or it was not up to the mark. Then Mr. Geisler started to discuss about those people, those companies of manufacturing who were preparing the shoes or any another objects in that quality. Its appearance only good, but the quality is low, and they were doing the just advertisement, and because of that advertisement customers are becoming very happy and they just purchasing the things or objects. Mr. Geisler said that because of those type of manufacturers, the manufacturers like us, shoemaker like us, not getting the customers, and if we get the customers, that is also very less number of, because the other manufacturers were giving the material with very less price, with low price, and it was appearance was very good, so that customer is thinking it is a good quality shoes. When Mr. Geisler was talking with author realizes that never Mr. Geisler was talking too much with his customers, but this time he was very angry, and the reality of the society or market he was discussing with the author. That time author come to know that it is very problematic for the real people, or the people who are preparing the good quality material, they are in the really trouble. So the author feel that I should give more orders to the same people, so he can survive properly, or he can get some profit, or he will get the good customer. So he gave order for the many more shoes, but what happened, he gave the many more shoes order, and suddenly he have to go for the foreign trip. He went to the foreign country, and when he came back, that time he was surprised, because instead of Mr. Geisler, the second person was there. Actually author was not come to know that that was another person, but when he talked with that person, he come to know that he was not Mr. Geisler, but his brother, who was preparing always the shoes. See, when last time the author went to give the order of the shoes, that time Mr. Geisler shown him the quality of piece of a leather, that I am going to use this leather for your shoes. Means this time he get confused that why this person is not understood what I am saying, because he was not Mr. Geisler, he is brother. and he told that his brother was died. So, till then we had seen this story. Now, we are going to continue the story. You have to open textbook, page number 75, paragraph number 4. It was many months before my next visit to his shop. This time it appeared to be his elder brother handling a piece of leather. See, previously there was Mr. Geisler, but now his brother was there, as Mr. Geisler was passed away. Well, Mr. Geisler, I said, how are you? He came close and peered at me. I am pretty well. I am pretty well, he said slowly, but my elder brother is dead. See, as author not understood that the person last time whom he gave the order is not there. The another person was there, and he was none other than, yes, Mr. Geisler's younger brother. The previous person was the elder brother who was no more. And I saw that it was indeed himself, but how aged and wan, and never before had I heard him mention his brother. Much shocked, I murmured, oh, I am sorry. See, previously the author was not knowing about Mr. Geisler's brother. Actually, the nameplate was Geisler Brothers, but the author never seen the another brother of Mr. Geisler, as he was always busy to preparing the shoes in the another corner of the shop, and only Mr. Geisler was discussing with the people or customers. He was dealing with the customers. So, author was shocked that he was not knowing about Mr. Geisler's brother, and also he felt very sorry that Mr. Geisler is passed away, and he said, oh, I am sorry. See, if we are not knowing about anyone's bad condition, that time we ask some questions, and afterwards we come to know that, oh, I should not ask this. That time we are also feeling sorry, and we express that feeling, oh, I am sorry. Same way, the author expressed his feelings that he also felt sorry, or he also felt very bad by listening the news. Yes, he answered. He was a good man, he made a good boot, but he is dead. Mr. Geisler's brother said that, yes, and he was good man. He was praising his own brother because really Mr. Geisler was good man, and he was preparing good boots, but he is dead. And he touched the top of his head when the hair had suddenly gone as thin as it had been on that of his poor brother, to indicate, I suppose, the cause of his death. Do you want any boots? And he held up the leather in his hand. I did a beautiful piece. Okay. See, the brother said that he was a good person, the good bootmaker, then too he died. See, though you are a good person, loyal person, you never cheat anyone, then also once everyone is having life means there will be a death. So, the author wanted to know what is the actual reason of Mr. Geisler's death. But before he was going to ask the question, the Mr. Geisler's brother, younger brother, asked author, do you want some another boots? And he was showing the good quality of leather piece which was in his hand. I ordered several pairs. It was very long before they came, but they were better than ever. One simply could not wear them out, and soon after that I went abroad. Then the author said, just talk with him, and said that previously I had ordered many pair of shoes from your brother, but afterwards suddenly as soon as he gave the order, I went to the abroad, so I couldn't collect it. It was over a year before I was again in London, and the first shop I went to was my old friend's. I had left man of 60. I came back to one of 75 pinched and worn, who genuinely this time did not first know me. Do you want any boots? He said. I can make them quickly. It is a exact time. I answered, please, please, I want boots all around, every kind. See, when Mr. Gessler's brother said that, I am going to prepare for you new boots. So, can I prepare for you? Then the author was preferably and very excitedly, he just quickly answered, please, please, means you can. And I want all kind of or very kind of boots, different kind of boots. Again he wanted to give the big order to the Mr. Gessler's brother. I had given those boots up when one evening they came. One by one I tried them on in shape and fit, in finish and the quality of leather. They were the best he had ever made. See, whatever the shoes the author was taking from these shoemakers, it was really a good quality. I flew downstairs, wrote a wrote a check and posted it at once with my own hand. The author gave a check of money to the Gessler's brother. A week later, passing the little street, I thought I would go in and tell him how splendidly and new boots fitted. But when I came to where his shop had been, his name was gone. See, actually what happens regularly whenever we are purchasing something new objects from the shop, and it is really good quality and we felt wow, it is amazing. That time we wanted to give the reply or review to that shopkeeper that last time I had purchased this one and it was really amazing. The same way author thought that I should give the reply or the review to the shopkeeper as he gave me the good quality boots and how nicely it was fitted. So he went to the shop, but he was surprised. There was no nameplate of Gessler Brothers. Why it is so? See, I went in very much disturbed. In the shop, there was a young man with an English face. See, actually the Mr. Gessler and his brother was not Englishman, they were German, yes. But this time there was no nameplate of Gessler Brothers and the person in the shop was also with an English face, means he was the citizen of London. Mr. Gessler in? I said. No sir, he said. No, but we can attend to anything with pleasure. We have taken the shop over. Yes, yes, I said, but Mr. Gessler? Oh, he answered, dead. Dead? But I only received these boots from him last Wednesday week. See, as previously when the author came back from the abroad, that time he come to know that Mr. Gessler is passed away. He is no more. But as after only a 1 week, he came back to Mr. Gessler to see the Mr. Gessler's brother, the younger brother who gave him the good quality boots again. He wanted to say thank you and he wanted to appreciate his work. It was really good boots, but he was again shocked that there was no Mr. Gessler, no his brother, but this time the London's one person was there and he said that Mr. Gessler is no more and I had took this shop. See, such type of news really make a shock. The author was also in the shock how it is possible that in a same month or in a same after a few days the both brothers are passed away. Ah, he said, poor and old man starved himself, slow starvation the doctor called it. You see, he went to work in such a way, would keep the shop on, wouldn't have a soul touch his boots except himself. when he got an order, it took him such a time people won't wait. He lost everybody and there he did sit. Going on and on, I will say that for him, not a man in London made a better boot. But look at the competition, he never advertised. Would have the best leather too and do it all himself. Well, there it is. What do you expect with his ideas? But starvation? That may be a bit flowery as the saying is. But I know myself he was sitting over his boots day and night to the very last you see. See, when author was surprised, the next person said, oh really, the poor old man, he was dead because of starvation. What is starvation? Yes, when you not eat anything, that time means the fasting, you wanted to eat but you are unable to eat. Yes, that is starvation. You does not eat anything like fast, that is starvation. Because of starvation, doctor said that because of slow starvation, Mr. Geisler and his brother died. That time the author also surprised. They were getting the preparing the good quality boots and they were getting the orders, and how it is possible they died with the starvation. Then the person said that Mr. Geisler and his brother was that much effectively doing the work, or they were busy in that work of preparing shoes or boots, that they are not feel about the eating also, or means they not understand that I am hungry, I have to eat. Means whenever they were getting the orders, that time they were busy to preparing and completing the order within the time. So they were skipping their meal, they were not eating a single bite of food and just preparing the material or the boots. And because of not doing the advertisement, they were not in that competition of the market. See, nowadays when we enter in the market, we see many shops are there. The same quality boots you will get in a different shop for the different prices, and on the television, on the internet, everywhere on the street sides you will see the advertisements. But the Mr. Geisler and his brother was not doing the advertisement for their shop and work, so that they were getting the less customers, though they were getting the customers, regular customers, because of their quality, but then too they are not stable in the competition of the market because they were not doing the advertisement. And as they were very attentive for their work, they were not realized about their own hungriness, means they not understood that they are hungry and they were not eating the food on the time, and because of the slow starvation he died. The person said that from last few weeks he was also watching that Mr. Geisler and his brother was very busy in the preparation of that boots, and they were skipping their meal. Never gave himself time to eat. Mr. Geisler also and his brother also not giving time for eating also. See, whenever you are very passionate about any work, that time you should do it with full of confidence or affection or loyalty, but it does not mean that whatever our basic needs you will skip. If you will do such things, then the same way like Mr. Geisler, it may happen that you will lost everything. Actually, it is the good thing or good quality or good manner to be passionate, dedicated towards your work, but it does not mean that you should leave everything and you just focus on the only one thing. Whenever we are living in surrounding, we have to survive with the proper way, means though you are having a good quality, you should not think that I am a different person than everyone. If you are living in the society, some norms and regulations you also follow, though you doesn't like. As previously Mr. Geisler said to author that these manufacturers are making the people or customer fool. Actually for their own profit and gain they were doing such things, but because of that only they are now stable in the market. We cannot say that they are the fair people or whatever cheating they are doing with the customers, it is good. It is not good really, but then too if you wanted to stable in the market, you should make your mind profit minded, or you should feel at least I should not go get an loss. But Mr. Geisler and his brother was totally they were just independently they were preparing their own shoes, taking the order, and they were not allow anyone to touch that shoes or boots also. Their own special touch of preparation they were using for the shoes making. Though the good quality material they were using, good quality shoes boots they were preparing, then too it was not sufficient for the work. As they were not doing any advertisement, they just thrown out of that market, and they were just died because of starvation. Never gave himself time to eat, never had penny in the house, all went in the rent and the leather. Whatever they were just getting from the preparation of these boots, everything was they just spent for the rent of the shop where they were living, and just using that place for the shop, and to purchasing the leather, the good quality leather they were purchasing. So for leather they giving more expenses. As if we talk about the other people from the market, what they are doing, they are just using the very cheap, or they were just investing their money for raw material in that much amount only that they can get the profit. Means suppose they are going to manufacture any type of boots, then the raw material of boot is of 200 rupees or 2000 rupees, then the preparation charges will be near about 1000. So, in total it will be 3000. So, what they will do? Yes, they will sell it for at least 4000, so they can get 1000 profit. But here Mr. Geisler and his brother was not thinking about this. They were just thinking about the good quality material. So, instead of investing the 2000 for the leather, they were using 3000 and just they were getting 4000 after selling. Means the profit was very less, and due to that purpose they were just spending whatever expenses, whatever salary they were getting, means whatever money they collect, it was just spent on their daily livelihoods and for leather purchasing and giving the rent of shop. So, that does not purchase any another different objects in the home too. How he lived so long, I don't know. The person said that I don't know how he lived a long life in this condition. He regularly let his fire go out. He was a character, but he made good boots. See, Mr. Geisler and his brother was the very different person. They regularly let his fire go out, but they were really good boot makers. Yes, I said he made good boots. The next person, the Englishman, was really also feel proud about Mr. Geisler and his brother, and he was saying really they were just good shopkeepers, they were preparing very good quality boots, but because of their thinking or their mind is not like a market oriented or the profit oriented, so they were unable to success or unable to stable in this market. Means as in previously in the story we had listen about, or we just talk about the thinking of authors about Mr. Geisler and his brother, but now we come to know that though Mr. Geisler and his brother was from the Germany, they were not from the London, and Mr. Geisler was living in the foreign country. Then too he was getting the many customers because of his quality work, and as he was very angry with the other manufacturers, they were making the advertisements, and because of that they were not getting the customers. Then the author felt sorry for them, and he just think really it is reality nowadays that they cannot get the proper amount in the market for their boots. See, from this story we learn about the dedication, loyalty and affection towards the work. When we talk about the dedication, what is dedication? When we thought about our work passionately, we do it with full of concentration. That is very important. See, we are going to see few hard words here, or few sentences or phrases from the lesson. See, it is an art said with a German accent. See, this is the sentence where I mark "Ad is an art." Okay, this is actually a German language which was used by Mr. Geisler, and its real meaning is it is an art. What is an art? Yes, the shoes making, the boot making was also a art, because they were making it with full of affection. Lasted terribly means it was lasted very long previously. Okay, what is mean by guttural? That is harsh and grating. Guttural, harsh and grating. Okay, incense. What is incense? The smell of leather is compared to the smell of incense in a church. See, when we enter in a church, there will be a different type of smell, because the peoples were just wearing the shoes. They were because of that the different type of smell comes, that is incense. What a beautiful piece. See, here few another sentences were there. It was just remarkable. In German he was talk, and that was different in English. That is given here, so you can understand properly. While reading the lesson, if you will not understood what actually the Mr. Geisler said here, so here you can get the English translation, means the German language translation is given here in the English. For example, you got them wet before they found themselves. Okay. So, what is actual in English? You got them wet before they found themselves. Same way here another few sentences also translated in the English. So, you will not getting any difficulties while reading this lesson. See, here one more word is there, given up. What is given up? Through they would never come. Means suppose anything you do not like and you just leave it, never, you do not want to do this, or you wanted to complete this but you are unable, that time you can say given up, means thought they would never come. So, in this way we had completed the story. In this story, the lesson number 5, quality, we come to know that why the lesson name was quality. The author was really feel amazing about those boots made by the Mr. Geisler and his brother. He was continuously giving the order, and sometimes he was just want 1 or 2 pair of shoes, but he gave the more number of pair of shoes order, because he feel that it is really Mr. Geisler was in need, or he will also get the good quality boots, why not I should give the more orders. But as he gave the order, he just went to the abroad. When he come back, he felt very sorry that Mr. Geisler was passed away, and within 1 week Mr. Geisler's younger brother passed away. The both news were shocking for him, and the third one, the news he was got from the person, that is the Englishman. He told that because of starvation these brothers are dead, and it was a very sad news for him, and he felt very sorry, and realizes though you are having a loyalty, dedication, and you are very affectionate about your profession, then too you have to be market oriented, otherwise you will not stable in the market. So, in this way we completed story. Just read the story, understand the meaning of hard words, and if you are not getting, just underline and search from the dictionary. Thank you.